apparently we are in day 10. Because, like, the day right now is day X, which in Roman numerals is also the number 10. So we are in the 10th day of Asagao Academy. I almost said Academy High because of Yandere Simulator. Anyways, let us continue where we left off. We'll just wipe that. Okay. Actually, I could just skip. I can stick to this picture for a little bit. We set off through the library, an epic quest for adventure and fortune. My mind raced, trying to think of a good excuse so I didn't have to follow them to the cafeteria. Here it is, the Banana Club. He pulled a bright yellow book off the shelves. The Banana Club was written across in a big font. Now, I think it sounds stupid. Looks kinda stupid, too, honestly, but trust me, one of the most moving books I've ever read. The ending crushed me. He put a fist to his mouth and blinked rapidly. Don't cry now, Satch. I'm going to stop before I spoil everything. He handed the book to me, and I gazed blankly at the cover. Thanks, Satch. And, Hana? Huh? Are you alright? You don't look very well. I wasn't really, but of course there was no way I was going to tell Satch that I was eavesdropped on our private conversation. I am just feeling a little under the weather. I conjured a fake cough. It sounded pathetic. I think I'm gonna skip out on dinner too. I'm not feeling well enough. Satch narrowed his eyes and nodded. If you say so. Do you still want to read the book? Yes, I do. Your suggestions haven't failed me so far. Okay, let me check it out for you real quick so you can get back and rest. When I got back, PBG and Paul were off the other side of the room. Paul waving a book vehemently at PBG. Satch stepped behind the counter and grabbed my book. You know, if something is bothering you or you're still getting used to the school, we're all here for you to talk to. I know. Transfers have it hardest around here, and everyone knows that. I nodded, and he passed the book to me, and I put it in my backpack. Just don't be a stranger, alright? I won't. Thanks, Satch. I'll see you tomorrow. I waved goodbye to him, and made my way to the dorm. Somehow, Satch always knew when I was upset, and how to make me feel better. I hoped that Paul and PUG were acting any different to me than normal either. Maybe it really was just Shane with the problem. Whatever problem that was.
Hana!
I looked up and John was standing just in front of my desk, eyes glittering. Yes? I need you in my play. Please, Hana! John grabbed my shoulder, his arms shaking so much I felt like I was vibrating. The drama club, our play this year. We're doing Romeo and Juliet. I've been thinking about it for so long. I couldn't have just anyone, and I wasn't finding someone who fit my particular needs. But then you come along. I've been watching you. I'm sure you can do it. Please, Hana, I need you. Only you. Did you want me to be Juliet? At least come see what I've been working on. Please, Hana. Don't know. I'm not really the acting type. I'm too shy and no one would want to watch me. John looked like I just kicked Jock in the face. But I can at least come and see what you want me to do. Awesome. This'll be great. Meet me after school in the theater. I've got everything prepared for you. Yeah, great. Well, now that was settled, come on, Hana, let's go to lunch! He hustled out of the room with a bird-like grace. I stared after him. It was like a whirlwind just left me. He, honestly, reminded me a lot of Mai. You coming, Hana? He poked his head around the corner. Yeah. He must have been spending too much time with that bird. Man, that test today was brutal. I totally bombed it. I felt miserable. PBG held out his hand and it was a big red F at the top. John winced. The two laughed and high-fived. It's not a big deal, I'll just retake it later. I had way better things to do than study. I never thought I'd pass. I never thought I'd pass. Gerard and I did wonderfully. Most of our homeroom did. Maybe your teacher teaches differently? Nope. I got an 89, so it's not Miss Shizuka. These two are just massive idiots. I nodded. I didn't feel like admitting a 93, not after seeing how badly John and PBG did.
Awesome!
Wow, that's awesome, Shane. It's like your mind is just made for facts. You totally deserve it. I mean, you know, he's part of Did You Know Gaming, so yeah. Did you get your 97 raised, Gerard? That's not like you at all, Gerard. Gerard laughed sheepishly.
Completed.
Yeah, I got 100. To be fair, I would have gotten 100 like normal, but one of the questions could have been answered in 2 ways. I told the teacher and he changed my score accordingly. I think you got a couple of points too, Satch. You had to have that 100, didn't you? Did you get a completion bonus? I get to take a lot of crap from you guys. That's more than enough to make it worth it. I smiled alongside them, still feeling somewhat out of my element. Shane's comments hung over my head even now, but I didn't think there was much I could do about it. Before class, I quickly filled my in on Giant's proposition. I can't speak. I'm kind of worried about it.
What?
Are you kidding, Hana? He wants you to be Juliet. And he'll be Romeo. Oh, that's so romantic. He's totally hitting on you. I don't know, I'm not really an actress. I'm bad at the limelight, that's true. It's basically me. That's why I work backstage, and then I never went to work on a school play ever again. There's no way he wouldn't have noticed that, and I doubt he's hitting on me either. Hana, get a grip on yourself. You're one of the nicest people I've ever met. Any guy would be lucky to have you. That's why you're my best friend. I mean, why else would he make such a big deal out of it? He did seem upset. You must have a point. John as Romeo and me as Juliet? Wait, I just read that wrong. John as Romeo and me as Juliet, yes. It was corny, but kind of cute. Visions of myself and John in period clothes, you know what I mean, slipping across the stage floated through my mind. This is reminding me of the play I was involved in called Aladdin. Not the Disney's Aladdin. Spotlights glistening in his hair. He leaned in towards me. On guard! Romeo, my love! Juliet, this isn't how the story was supposed to go. Romeo! I think we also did, sort of like a Romeo and Juliet thing, except I played as Romeo, and then the two other guys were playing as... I forgot the characters' names! But of course there wasn't any Juliet there. Basically we were sword fighting and stuff. Sorry. Whoa, what's wrong? My voice cracked again. Nothing. Sorry, is class over? Yeah, you're going to the theater, right? After that daydream, it was hardly like I had a choice. And I'll see you soon back at the dorms. Okay, bye. It's okay, Hana. You can do this. The theater's here, right? Sorry, I needed to burp again. The door opened into a gorgeous room with bright red seats. John was... Jeez Louise! Okay. John was down on the stage, his arms flung to the ceiling. Dost thou protest Oh my god, it's been so long since I've talked in the Shakespearean way. Okay. Doth thou protestations relinquish mine, Phaeton? Nay. Nay! Jacques. Wait, that was Jacques. Wait. That was Jacques. Nay. Jacques, you've got to put a little more intensity. Don't you want to be famous? Nay. Why, you little... Excuse me? Hana. His voice shot up several octaves. Come in, come in. He leaped up the stairs, grabbed me by the hand and pulled me into the room. I wasn't sure you were going to come. Thank you so much, Hana. You were really the one person I could trust to do this. About that, John, I don't know about this. I'm really not an actress. There's no way I could be Juliet. He stopped pulling me. Who said anything about Juliet? Didn't you?
No.
Oh, come on, John. That wasn't the part you wanted to talk to me about? Oh, no, of course not. You're right. You're not suited to Juliet at all. Ouch. He ran backstage and returned with a large inflatable bag. Actually, I wanted you to be... Drumroll, please, Jacques. He tossed the bag on the stage and crumpled plastic unraveled, revealing a tree. A tree. You're perfect for the part. You're so shy and quiet. You have an impressive ability to stand for long periods of time. The other day in class, you stared into space for almost 20 minutes straight and didn't even move a muscle. Oh, of course. Why would he want me to play lead role? It was obvious I wasn't cut out for that thick kind of thing. I need to play the Romeo to my Juliet. How ludicrous. What's wrong? Of course I wouldn't be able to play Juliet. No one would think I could do that. Well, it's not that you can't. But John wasn't trying to be mean. He's just didn't seem to get that. He was insulting. I'll think about it, okay? But I think I'm gonna go for now. If you say so. Be sure to give me your answer soon. I'm so ready for this. It's going to be the best play yet, especially with Jacques as Juliet. Sorry, I need to write down a summary. And also, Jacques? Really? As Juliet? I love you. Goodbye, John.
See you later.
See you later, Anna. How awful was that? I shut the door to the dorm room. I said no, but she went along instead, wanting nothing more than to collapse onto my bed.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Hana. Mai was lying on her bunk upside down, her red hair spilling over the side. Something glinted in her hands. What are you doing? I'm cutting out little blossoms. See? She held out a pink cherry blossom to the ceiling. It's so your senpai will notice you. I'm sorry. That's great. What are you even talking about? Video game references, anime references everywhere. Kawaii desu. You know, senpai always notices the girl when she's outside, surrounded by a shower of cherry blossom petals, the wind blowing in her hair. Your guy will definitely notice you with this. I want to see her with a cherry blossom in her hair, like she's wearing a hairpin. I want to see that. Okay. For both of these characters. Okay. A flash of anger ripped through me. Why don't you just say them for yourselves? Jared will never notice you without them. I turned on my heel and stalked out of the dorm room. It was because of the stuff that I thought John was trying to. No. Stupid of me to imagine it could happen in the first place. Like a cold chill is coming down my spine. Holy crap. I stepped out of the front of Poppy Hall, the crisp evening air wafting against my face and cooling my skin. A faint ting of smoke threaded its way into my hair. I knew my mom was coming in the room, so I need to pause the video. Okay. Reminding me of days spent cooking with my father. How stupid. I headed for the field, my stomach sinking with every step. I shouldn't have stopped at Mai. I know that this was her fault. She was being so nice to me, and I said that awful thing to her. She was never going to want to be my friend again. I stopped at the tree and leaned against it. The sun was rapidly setting, the night air growing colder and colder. Although I was shivering, I didn't want to go back inside. There was no way I could face Mai after what happened. What a terrible person I was. I sat down and hugged my knees, pressing my head into my arms. I stayed that way for a long time, trying not to pay attention to what was going through my head. Oh, that's a nice fade. The wind picked up, roaring past me and whipping my hair against my skin. It was so loud I couldn't hear the footsteps until they were next to me. I looked up. Mai, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. I was just upset because I thought John wanted me to be Julia, but it turns out he wants me to be a tree. I shouldn't have cared so much about it. I'm really just an awful person. I let out a peal of laughter. That John, he doesn't mean anything by it. But that is something he would do. He's nice, but he can be a little clueless sometimes. She sat next to me and wrapped an arm around my shoulders. Together, we huddled against the rough bark of the oak tree, somewhat sheltered by the wind. You remember what Shane said about my hair? Mai's arm tightened around me. I've been on edge ever since. I don't know how to face them. Even when they're being nice, I'm so afraid they hate me. I'm sorry I'm such a coward. It's okay. We're all cowards sometimes. Maybe we should just approach our problems directly instead of coming at them from the side with flowers and friendship. You want to join the Normal Boots Club, don't you? Yeah. Well, I want to join Jared. Neither of these will happen if we keep avoiding the stuff that makes us nervous. Yeah. If we want something, we should go get it. We shouldn't... Look, just because we're used to waiting for things to happen to us, doesn't mean that they're always going to if we're just patient enough. This is like the best moral message this game has. Hana, if you want to join the Normal Boots Club, you have to keep moving forward, strongly without fear, without looking back, right? Yeah. And the same goes for you, Mai. Yeah, it does. I rested my head on Mai's shoulder. Thankfully, she was taller than me. Poetry 5'2". She laid her head on top of my own. Yeah. I think I'm going to try harder. Nothing good came of me avoiding my problems and being a coward. I can't keep running away or else eventually I'm going to run out of places to go and then I'll break. If I really want to make a new life at Asagao, I have to try. I'm going to be my best self and be myself. I'm going to actually try. Who knows, maybe Shane will warm up to me eventually. I pulled me closer into a hug. Yeah! That's the spirit! Now, what do you say we go back inside? It's freezing. Yeah, let's, and thank you, Mai. And thank you. And thank this game for giving so many freaking morals and lessons that everyone should know. Mai smiled at me. No, thank you. Let's go. Quickly, there's 2 more minutes left. Giant yellow letters ballooned on my phone screen, blocking several falling cubes and preventing me from making more combos and deploying more troops. Dang it, get out of the way! A small yellow plush with a great smiley face waved a sword and the big, bad, giant came rushing out of the castle. Smiley Man. Smiley Man. That's a reference to PBG where he has this Smiley Man plush. And and it just wrecks everything. So we meet again. What are you doing? You lose. Aw, no! Oops, sorry, that was Ian. Ian, the brutalness of yore, stood over my shoulders peering at my phone. What do you want? Yeesh, touchy, aren't we? What are you doing playing such a boring game anyway? Nothing. I was waiting for Mai and I was bored. To tell the truth, I was practicing. That game's similar to the one that's going to be in the tournament, right? You lost pretty quickly. It doesn't seem like you're any good. He looked at my phone again and froze. I glanced back at the screen and my score was still slowly totaling, speeding over the 100,000 range.
What?
Holy crap, how did you do that? Do what? Your score. That's incredible. How long have you been playing this game? I've never seen Ian so animated. If you ask me, I would almost think he cared about what was happening. I guess 2 weeks, maybe? Only 2 weeks? He put his hand to his chin and thought. If you're this good at this game, you might be able to learn to play the one for the tournament. What are you suggesting? He glared at me. We both know you love to join the Normal Boots Club, and they need someone to fill puzzle games during the tournament. You need to join the team. I gazed at him, trying to read his face. Could he be pulling my leg? It was possible that I was actually much worse than average. He wanted me to join the teams to drag down their score. Still 5 tournament points, but that's fine. A dirty move, but I wasn't sure Ian wouldn't do it if given the chance. Inside. Also, this game is like about 2 hours long. Like the first chapter is like 2 freaking hours long. Look, at least give it some thought. That was impressive, and I wouldn't mind having some competition for once. He turned on his heels and ambled to his seat. What was that about? I told her what just happened. Really? He thinks you have what it takes? That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Hana? Sorry. Isn't this exactly what you wanted? I guess. Not everyone's so enthusiastic about having me on the team, though. Shane's glaring face passed through my mind. I'm sure if you proved yourself, it would be alright. What are you going to do? I'd like to try. Even if I fail, I'm going to work hard and give it my best. And maybe I can even make Shane and the others accept me. Now the time for me to sit around and... Now's not the time for me to sit around and wonder what else I could do. Yeah! There's my girl. Oh, Hana, you're catapulting through the sky like a shooting star. Bless. And what are you going to do next? Talk to them? An image of myself going head-to-head with Shane flickering through my mind. Maybe not just yet. Sensing my unease, my shrugged. Well, don't worry about it too much. Ian's part of Hidden Block after all. It wouldn't help him to have competition, and besides... Shizuka stalked in, looking furious. Turned to page 394. That was the end of it. Finally, class was over. I gathered my bags and joined Mai as she headed to the door. Hana? Shane stood before me, shifting from foot to foot. Can I speak to you? A lump formed in my throat. What did he want now? Sure. Mai, go on ahead. If you say so. With a worried tone in her face, Mai left us alone. Shane waved me out of the classroom and into a nook next to the window. It came to my attention that I perhaps said something that perhaps I should not have said, and that perchance I may have possibly bothered you in some such fashion as cause of words that I said. I'm sorry? Yes, exactly. What? I'm Sorry for what I said about your hair. My heart skipped a beat. It's so cute. How did you know I heard? Why, she came to my room last night and tore my ear off. That's great. Oh my god, my such an awesome friend. My chagrin I don't know, quickly turned to gratefulness. How many other girls would go to the most popular guys in school and chew him out because he was mean to a friend? Especially when I was even supposed to hear it. I hope you can forgive me. A weight lifted from my shoulders. Oh no, I'm really happy. Thank you so much for apologizing to me. To be honest, I've been worried about this for a while now. I'm so glad you changed your mind. I didn't say that. I deflated. Look, it's not really about you. Well, in a way it is, but you can't really help that. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Never mind. Look, you have to come with me. Have a surprise. Following Shane around was not something I would particularly like to do, especially considering what just happened, but... Yeah, okay. Shane grabbed my wrist and led me down to the hall. I could probably have followed him just as well without his needing to do that, but there were worse feelings in the end. Things than this in the world. Okay, guys, I'm going to... What am I pressing? Okay, I'm going to end it off here in a cliffhanger, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. And for some reason, it's day Z. I don't freaking know, man.